everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. Got the products that I've been trying for the month of May and I want to give you some updates on them and see if I like them or not. And I don't have that many products here this month. Life got in the way, so I haven't been trying a lot of new products, but the ones that I've been trying, a lot of them, I really do like them. But anywho, let's go ahead and start, and let's start with Hourglass. Surprisingly again, Hourglass just came out with new products without any warning. And it's two ambient lighting edits, the Bronze and Set edit and the Blush and Glow edit. And I did a video on that and I'll link it down below. Unfortunately, the Bronze and Set one already sold out. Even while I was doing the video, I hit refresh on the screen to see if it's still sold out. And when I did that, it went away. They took the product away off their website. So at least I was glad to have it on my laptop. So when I did the video, you know, I had the shade names and the shade descriptions, at least for me, so I can see it better on the screen. But after that, I'm gonna have to rely on looking at the back of the product. With the small writing. But anywho, here is the packaging of the Bronze and Set and the Blush and Glow. They're two different colors, which I do like because you can, you know, differentiate. Yeah, you can tell the difference between the two palettes. We're off to a good start. So here are the shades in the Bronze and Set. It has 4 finishing powders, a bronzer, and a highlighter in kind of the gold packaging. And in the pink packaging, we have the Bronze and Glow. And here are the shades in here. You have 3 blushes and 3 strobe lights. Now in these palettes, there are no new shades. These are all existing shades, either from their permanent line or from previous lighting edits. Take for instance, the Blush and Glow. There are 4 shades in here that was in the Butterfly edit that was from the, let's see here, the Holiday 2022 collection. And the other 2 are from the Ghost edit. Now, I don't have any of those palettes, so this one is kind of all new to me. Except for one shade, the strobe light, it's also in the Bronze and Set palette. And in this palette, the existing shades came from mini palettes, like the Edit Trio Volume 2, Edit Trio Volume 3, Tiger palette, Unlocked palette. So yeah, this one had like a mishmash of other existing palettes, whereas this one came from 2. So for this look, what I used from this palette, the Bronze and Set, I went with Bronze Light, and I used that as a bronzer, but I placed it on top of a cream bronzer that I'll show you in a little bit. And then underneath my eyes, I used these 2 shades, Dim Light and Diffuse Light, and I just got the brush and just kind of went over those 2 and placed it underneath my eyes. And I do like it that way, because this one here in the top middle, Diffuse Light, it's a little bit light. It's more of a pale yellow, which is great for underneath the eyes to brighten it up, but on my skin tone, it does show up a little ashy. But when I mix the 2, I think that worked perfectly for my skin tone. And then for all over my face, I went in with this one, Filtered Light. Just got a powder brush and went over my face, especially in my oily spots. I think it looks pretty. I think it looks pretty. The Hourglass powders, there's just something about them that just kind of blurs my complexion. And yeah, I think that combination really does work for me. It's a shame that this one's already sold out because I think this one's really nice. Usually with Hourglass, their ambient lighting palettes, they're usually 1 or 2 finishing powders, 2 blushes, maybe a bronzer and a strobe light. But I kind of like how they did it this way with the Bronze and Set. And I do like the shades in here. It's just kind of pleasing to the eye. So I hope they'll make more of this edit because I think it's a really nice edit. It's expensive, but for me, I kind of like it. I think this one will work with many skin tones because you do have a deeper shade in here, Transcendent Light. That one's in the, I believe, in either the, I think the Elephant palette. No, I think it's in the Tiger palette. It was also in the Trio Edit Volume 3, and they're now selling this one by itself in their little compacts. Now for the Blush and Glow, they still have this one on their website, still available. And again, all existing shades. And for this look, I went in with Mood Flush, and I think it's a very pretty shade. In that video, I kind of placed that shade in the apple of my cheeks to kind of bring it out, and I liked it like that too, but I wanted to see how it looked like by itself, and yeah, that's pretty. And then for highlight, I went in with this one, Champagne Strobe Light. Beautiful champagne highlighter, very pretty. I really do like these palettes. I know they're existing shades, but for me, especially with the Blush and Glow, I don't have any of these shades, except for the one highlighter that's in this one too. And in the Bronze and Set, like this one, Transcendent Light, I have it in 2 other palettes. So I know these are coming from existing shades, but I kind of like how they did it. I kind of like how they did it. Now let's talk about the cream bronzers. These are from Chanel, the Le Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. Picked up 2 shades out of 3, which is medium bronze and deep bronze. The lightest one it's not going to show up on me, so I didn't pick that one up. And these are also in the travel size. And there's a new formula with these travel size bronzers. I didn't get any of the full size when they came out, I believe a year ago. That's what I want to say. And one of the main ingredients was coconut oil. And since, you know, I was a little nervous because I do have oily combo skin, I didn't want to put that one on my face because of the coconut oil. But when these came out and it didn't have the coconut oil, yeah, I thought, okay, let me get these. Let me get 2 of those. Now the travel size is half the size of the original one. And these are 0.52 of an ounce, not half an ounce completely. You got a little bit more than half an ounce. But the original one is 1 ounce of product and it costs $50, whereas this one's half the size and it's $40. I could see if it was $30, but they know how to make money, so yeah, they charge $40 for half the product of the original. But I do like the formula. Again, I don't have it, so I couldn't compare it, but I do like how these apply. And what I use for this look is deep bronze, the deepest one of the 3. And I use my finger to apply it on one side, then use the brush to blend it out. And then on the other side, I applied it using a brush and blended it out that way. And they both look very nice that way. And then buffed it around my face everywhere with that same brush. So again, I got it in 2 shades, medium bronze and deep bronze. And when you open it up, it does have a plastic cover, which you do need to cover it up after you use it so it doesn't dry out. Here is medium bronze and deep bronze. Let me put them side by side so you can see the difference. Now, I don't know for deep bronze if it will be deep enough for deeper skin tones, but if you're my skin tone, maybe a little bit deeper, I think it's going to be a beautiful bronzer. Medium bronze, if you're my skin tone or lighter, this one will be perfect for you too. Because medium bronze does show up on me, but it looks more natural, I guess you could say. But for now, I'm using deep bronze, and yeah, I really do like it, especially when you put the Hourglass bronzer on top. Perfect. Now let's talk about eyeshadows, and I have the new Suqqu Summer 2023 collection here. This collection consists of 2 eyeshadow palettes, 2 blushes, and 2 lipsticks. And I believe later there will be 2 lip glosses and nail polish. I'm not going to pick those up. And also in this collection, it comes in the white and silver packaging, which is kind of different. I like that. So the eyeshadow palettes that I have, this one's 126, which has that prism green and matte brown shades in here. And this one's 126, which has the prism purple and the matte mauves in here. Now there is a new shade in here for Suqqu, which is the duochromes, which is this shade, the prism green, and then this shade, the prism purple. They do have a pretty shift on them. Let me go ahead and swatch them on my hand here. So this one came from 125 and this is 126. So it does have that duochrome shift to it. Very pretty. Now I did do a video on these and I did use these shades, but in this look, I just used 2 matte shades and 1 matte from each palette. I used this one, the matte brown, the lightest one here in the 125, blended that out. And then all over my lids, I use this mauve shade from 126. I know I could have gone for the metallics and the duochrome, but just wanted something simple. That not every time we need to go for a sparkle, even though I do like them. But those 2 shades together from those 2 palettes, I think made a pretty look. The Suqqu formula are really nice. They blend out beautifully. They build up. They don't look drying on my lids. They don't show texture on my lids. And they have a great staying power on my lids. Beautiful palette. Now I was a little worried with this one, 126, the prism purpley shades, because I thought it'd be a little ashy, but as I was looking at it more, I do like this prism purple, very pretty on the lids, but I think I'll probably use a warmer matte shade if I want to use the prism shade, just to kind of warm up the look so it doesn't look too ashy on me. But these palettes, very pretty, very pretty. Then we have the blushes, also in the white and silver packaging, and these were not my favorite. You have 140, which is a matte brown blush with beige and light green highlights, and 141, which is a matte berry red blush combined with a sweet blue tinge pink and light blue highlight. Now these 2 didn't show up on my face. I did like the concept of it with that marbling effect. Hope you can see that there. But this one, 140, didn't even show up on my skin because this one's more, I don't know, more of a powder maybe. Let me show you that. Yeah. It's not even a blush shade for me. Maybe a highlighter. Yeah, but no, it didn't work out for me. Now 141 with the berry shade. This one's pretty. This one's pretty for a blush. But again, this one just didn't show up on me. It's more for a highlighter. So these are more highlighters. Maybe this one as a powder. But for blushes, just didn't show up on me. Do like the concept of it, do like the formula of them, but if they do come out with deeper blushes in that same marbly effect format, I would like to pick those up and see how that works. But these two, yeah, not so much. Now, also in that collection, there are two lipsticks. You have 101, which is a soft beige marble with a sheer light green, and 102, a deep brown red with sheer purple. And these are also a new formula for Suqqu. And let me show you, I hope you can see the marbling effect here. This is 101. Now, even though this one's a little bit light, I kind of like this one. With a right lip pencil, I think that would be very pretty because I do like a beigey nude. And then this one, the Berry Red 102, very pretty. And I hope you can see the marbling effect with that purple. Very pretty and very nice on the lips. It's not like a balm or anything like that. It has a good slip to it. I wish I could be wearing one of these right now, but I opted for something else that I'll be showing you next. But do like the lipsticks from this collection. And the eyeshadows, the blush, not so much. Before I show you what's on my lips, let me show you these eyeshadow palettes. These are from Adept Cosmetics, and these are the Ambient palette in the light and the deep. I received these from a wonderful friend here. To my surprise, she sent these palettes to me, and I'm still floored by it. Thank you so much. Thank you again. So again, there is a light version and a deep version, and there's just one shade that's different, which is this shade Seth. And then here it is in the deep version right there. Unfortunately, Adept Cosmetics is discontinuing these palettes. Let me put them, up on top of each other so you can see the difference. But again, it's just one shade. And this first time I've tried Adept Cosmetics, and I did a video on these, and I'll link it down below. And I did 4 looks with them. And I have to say, very pretty shades, very pretty shades. These are a little bit more on the cool tone side, but I do love the metallics and the duochromes that they have in here. Very pretty. The matte shades, I would say they're not very pigmented, but with some of these, they are very bright, especially in the deeper version. You have deep, bright matte shades. So even though they're not as pigmented, it's nice that way because you can build it up, because if it's really deep, very pigmented, it will be kind of hard to blend away, but it's easy to add on. They don't skip or anything. It's not patchy. The formula is really nice. Also, the name from the palette, Ambient, is Ancient Egyptian. But I love the names in here. Love how they brought Ancient Egyptian in their palettes. Really do like that. Love this shade Osiris. Very pretty. I mean, look at that. This shade Suqqu looks white in the pan, but when you swatch it, it's more of a duochrome with that pink. Very pretty. And then this deep matte shade Imhotep. Yeah, that's a pretty matte shade, especially if you want to deepen up the outer corner. Let me swatch this one, Re. Let me put you there. I mean, the metallics are wow. So these have been my favorite palettes, the shades and how I got them. The last product is the lip oils from Rare Beauty, and I'm wearing one of them right now. I did get 7 of them. Yes, I did get 7 during the Sephora sale out of the 8 shades that she has. Also did a video with these, and I'll link that video down below if you want to see them all swatched on my lips. The one that I'm wearing right now is Affection. It's the deepest one that she has in this whole collection, and it's a warm berry shade, and it's very comfortable on the lips, has a nice slip, and it also leaves a stain on your lips. So I've had this on my lips for 30 minutes, didn't need a retouch, doesn't feel drying. I don't feel that coolness effect with it or the needles with it. Just very comfortable on the lips. It feels like right now I'm not wearing anything on my lips. And when I did the video, I swatched these shades on the back of my hand, and I went to wipe them off, and you can still see them on the back of my hand. So these really do stain the lip. And if I swatch them all right now on my lips, it would just turn into one big hodgepodge shade on my lips. Yeah, it looks very nice on my lips. It doesn't look like I'm wearing anything. It just looks like a stain with a little bit of a sheen to it. Let me add a little bit more. Let me show you this. I like how it pops up. But here's the doe foot applicator. Now it does have a little bit more of a purpleness to it when you first apply it, but as the day goes on, it kind of fades away to a deep stain, especially with the shade Affection. They're all very pretty shades, but I think my favorite, my top 3, is this one, Affection, Delight, and Honesty. Yeah, these 3 out of the 7 that I have are my favorite shades, ones that I've been reaching for. The other shades needs like a specific look, I guess you could say, but the formula is very nice. Again, has a nice slip, and they do leave a stain. Need to emphasize that. They do leave a stain on your lips and on your hands if you swatch it. Well, all right, those are the products that I've been really enjoying for the month of May. A lot of great products and a couple not so great. I don't know, but I'm kind of loving the look that I have right now. If Very pretty. I kind of like it. But anywho, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye.